What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? All right. Now we're here for a late night live tonight, honey. That's what we're here for. We're gonna be here for about an hour because I got a couple of things that I want to discuss, a couple of things that I personally want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be here for a little bit. Okay, this is why. Okay. So we're about to go ahead and get into some things of it all. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get into some stuff. Okay. So we're in the building right about now. What's going on, y'all? Okay, give me 1 second because I'm prepared. Don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to see something real quick. Give me one. But yeah, so we're back. So let me just say this, y'all. As I always say, every time I do my reviews or doing a video, period, I'm very appreciative of everybody being here. So thank you guys for showing up tonight. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all decided to be here, and I definitely appreciate that. Most definitely, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we got a couple of topics to discuss tonight. I added one in here at the last minute, and that would be the first thing that we talk about tonight. But however, we're gonna get into some things in just a second. Y'all know I do start this off at the 5 minute mark and things like that. My neck is stiff. Okay, I got a stiff neck right now. It's killing me at the moment. But yeah, but the first topic that we're gonna talk about is the topic that I decided to slide on in. You know what I mean? That's the one I decided to slide on in because I ain't even had that in there at first. But we're gonna get into it today. Um, Let me just say this before we get into anything, y'all. I just want y'all to know that I really appreciate people that can step in and reach out when there is some discourse in the air. Um, One thing about it, and two things for certain, is that I am a content creator. I stand by being a content creator. I'm a veteran content creator. Hello. And I am never the type of person that is here to bring down any other content creators or try to diminish what they do or anything like that. Anytime, but people try to do that to me, but I don't do that to anybody else. And it's really amazing when people reach out to you and try to clear the and clear the air about certain things that's been going on and things that's been said. And I really appreciate people like that. So as content creators, I feel like we're better when we work together than we are when we're going at each other. And I feel like people don't realize that at all. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like people don't understand that. People don't realize that. Like, I think that is really it's the best when people work together versus working against each other. I feel like you'll do much better working together than being against each other. So that is my message for today. If you're a content creator, don't be afraid to work with any other content creators. Don't be afraid to, do those type of things because for me, I love working with other content creators. It's some of the best things in the world. So I love to collaborate. I love doing all those things. But now I'm just very selective on who I collaborate with. So I suggest and I decide that I want to encourage everyone to collaborate with one another. With that being said, we're about to go ahead and get into this live right about now. Okay, we're about to go ahead and get into it. Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some things. And hey, Tammy Talks. All right, but let's get into it now. We're gonna go ahead and get into the first thing that I decided to add to this, okay? Because it wasn't a part of it at first, but I decided to add to it. And this is the situation with Billboard, how they rank the best female rappers of all time and stuff like that. We want to go ahead and get into that. Now, it's been some people talking about this. You feel what I'm saying? Like people have been discussing this whole thing and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So um we're gonna go ahead and get into some things here. So first of all, I was surprised to see certain people on this list. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay. But anyways, so I don't know if y'all want me to read um what Billboard had to say and why they chose the artist or not, because I can do that, but I feel like that's gonna be too time consuming. So what I can do is I can go down the list of these rappers and I can give y'all my opinion on that. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry, I'm so damn distracted. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. But anyway, so we're gonna start off with number 25, and number 25 is Tierra Whack. Now, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Tierra Whack, but I am very familiar with her. I'm very familiar with Tierra Whack. I think that she's an amazing rapper. She gives me a little bit of a new age Missy Elliott, if you ask me. I think I have her first project on my phone, and I think she was a ringtone of mine at one point in time, y'all. She was a ringtone. She was, what was it? I think the song was called Unemployed or something like that. And I feel like I think that she is criminally underrated. I feel like no one ever gives her the shine at all. And when you think about female rappers who collaborate, I've often wondered why nobody ever, calls out Tierra Whack and collaborates with her. I've been longing, and I do mean longing, for a female rap collaboration. I've been longing for that. And I feel like when it all boils down to it, they need to do a female rap collaboration. I wanted to see a female, like another ladies' night of some sort. That's what I wanted to see. And I feel like at the end of the day, there is I wanted to see Megan Thee Stallion. I wanted to see Lotto. I wanted to see Glorilla. I wanted to see like a Tierra Whack on the same record. I wanted to see who else? Who else could I call out? Probably them girls right there on one record. And probably have one of these female singers out there to sing over the track, like give us like a hook like Missy Elliott did on Ladies Night, something like that. I've always wanted to see that. So um yes, Tierra Whack is definitely underrated, and I feel like she deserves better. Number 24 is Doechii. I'm still not into the Doechii character. I'm not into her at all, but the people that's around me are very much so into Doechii like that. I'm not per se, but I do like that song with the Family Matters theme video in it. I definitely enjoy that record, but I'm really not a Doechii fan like that. But um I see her work and I see exactly where she's going. And I feel like she's doing her thing right about now. That's how I feel. I feel like she's doing her thing. And you know, it's I kind of feel like it's a little too early to put her on the greatest female rapper list. I think it's too early for that, but I think that she's been around for a long time now. It's just that now more people are finding out about her now. So that I think that's the difference of it all. But it's okay. I don't really see anything wrong with it, I think that she's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next one. Number 23 is Gangsta Boo. Now, if y'all know anything about me, y'all know that I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi. Gangsta Boo is from Memphis. Memphis was like 2 hours away from me. So Memphis and Mississippi is pretty much the same. I'm glad to see her get some shine on the list, because where them dollars at? Okay, where them dollars at? Okay. What is it? I bet you heard about this lady named Boo. Haven't you heard about the things that Miss Boo was capable to do? Get your mind twisted like some dreads on a Jamaican said Vicky lingerie. Don't get me started. Okay. 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 I love Where Them Dollars At. That's probably one of my favorite records. I've always said if I ever got married, if I ever get married, okay, when I come out at that reception, we bumping Where Them Dollars At, okay? That is my song, okay? I feel like she was underrated as well during her time. And she had like 2 albums, and I think the second one came out in like 2001. She had this record called Love Don't Live. It was off like the Rolls Royce Love Don't Live Here Anymore sample and stuff like that. And that's probably my favorite record by Gangsta Boo. But I'm glad to see her on the list. Number 22, we got Lady of Rage. You know, I'm rough and stuff with my afro puffs. Rock on with your bad self. I'm surprised to see her on the list. And it's really not no shade, but I'm very surprised to see Lady of Rage on this list because you don't ever really hear nobody talk about, you know, Lady of Rage like that. Like no one ever speaks on her like that. And I'm not even being funny. I'm being for real. Nobody ever talks about her at all. Like when we talk about female rappers of the past and stuff like that, they don't talk about her even then. So I think that it is like crazy that, you know, that she's even on the list. I'm like, okay, girl, she made the list. Okay, I got you. So then next up, we have where we at? Number 21, we got Glorilla. Now y'all know I love me some Glorilla, and I feel like Glorilla is that girl that has defied the odds, in my opinion. Like she came out with F, and there was people that were doubting. There was some people that felt like, okay, girl, like what you doing? Like, you know, I don't think you can rap. And then she came up with that cha bullshit, and everybody was ready to write her off, and everybody was saying that, you know, Sexy Red finna take her spot. But she didn't take her spot because last year Glorilla revitalized her whole career, and she's now one of the more premier female rappers of today. So I'm glad to see Glorilla get some shine. Number 20 is Moni Love. Okay. For me, Moni Love is most known for being on, you know, the Queen Latifah record, Ladies First. Um, I feel like she was a phenomenal female rapper on Ladies First. But that's one of the only things that I know her for. I was never really like I was never like a Moni Love fan like that, you know, to be going around, you know, listening to her music or nothing like that. But I do know. Hey, yo, let me take that from here, Queen. Excuse me, man. I did that, man. I do. They getting this on. That's what am I about to do? Okay, you know, that shit like that. But you know, glad to see her, you know, get, you know, a little bit of shine. So shout out to Moni Love. Number 19, we got Lotto. Very shocked to see Lotto on this list. And it just goes to show you that no matter what people say or no matter what they do, you can definitely still defeat the odds. A lot of people feel like Lotto is not an exciting rapper. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people feel as though Lotto is a lot of people feel as though Lotto is a person that is she really doesn't do much. You know what I mean? Like people feel like she don't do enough or don't do much. If you get what I'm saying, like they feel like she's a bore as an artist. And for me, I don't think that she's boring. It's not like people feel like they don't get enough excitement from her, you know, when she's get ready to drop a record. Like, you know how when Megan drop a record, you know, some people be like, oh shit, Megan finna come out. I can't wait to see what Megan finna do. I need to know what Megan about to do. You feel what I'm saying? But there's some people who feel like she's not exciting as an artist. But I do think that Lotto is one of the most consistent rappers out there. Since she's been out, she's been putting out album after album, mixtape after mixtape, and she's at a place now where she's in a good spot. From the moment she dropped Big Energy, that was her ticket. She's there. And to be quite honest, I feel like I do think that at this particular moment, I think that Lotto had one of the best rap albums of last year. So, and people can sit up here and want to act like it ain't true, but yeah, she did have one, and I think that one of her best rap records is probably Shout Out to Me. That's one of my favorite songs off her album. Number 18 is Remy Ma. Remy Ma is one of my favorites, absolutely. See, I look too good to be fucking you, and I look too good to be loving you. You know, I look way too good to be stuck with you. Okay, Remy Ma is one of my favorites. I don't think that she gets a lot of recognition as she should. The most recognition that she got was when she did Nicki, which was very disheartening for me as a person that, digs, Remy Ma and her records and stuff like that. I think that she deserves better. And she had a whole record deal with Columbia and never got to drop her album. And I honestly think that she should have dropped her album. I don't know what stopped it, but what is it? Wake Me Up was one of my favorite songs. You feel what I'm saying? Um it's crazy, but I love it. I definitely love the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she is absolutely amazing. Okay. So I think that, but I do think that Remy Ma deserves better. I think that people really, I think she's stuck in that battle rapper situation. I think that's what that is. And nobody will ever see her as a mainstream artist, which is very unfortunate. But I'm glad to see Remy get her shine. Number 17 is Rhapsody. Now, Rhapsody is probably one of the most underrated one of the most underrated female rappers that are out there. She's critically acclaimed, but I don't think that she's really seen by the masses. She finds herself being nominated for Grammys quite a bit. I think she won a Grammy the other this year. She won a Grammy, if I'm not mistaken. But she is always like underrated in my opinion. Like, she makes lists like this. They always throw her in, but at the same time, she doesn't really get the credit that I think that she should, although she is a critically acclaimed artist. But sometimes, it's better to be a critically acclaimed artist than a mainstream artist, in my personal opinion, Number 16 is Doja Cat. I would never understand why everybody likes Doja Cat at all. I don't care for Doja Cat, never have. I don't see the appeal of Doja Cat at all. I know that she's a creative artist, but she just doesn't do it for me. So, but shout out to Doja Cat. I don't even consider her a rapper really, because the only song that I really know by Doja is "Say So," and she was singing on the fucking song. So whatever. Number 15 is my girl, Megan Thee Stallion. Love me some Megan Thee Stallion, honey. Y'all do know that I love me some Megan. One of the hardest female rappers that is out there right now. Although people like to hate on her, she is one of the few female rappers that are out there that really got skill. It's not just about her, being like a sexy artist or someone that sells sex, but she can sell sex, but also give you dope visuals, dope rhymes. I just think that what's missing from Megan Thee Stallion's music is a little bit more creativity. I feel like she makes a lot of the same music, like the bad bitch music, I'm a savage type music, we in a club type music, all that different shit. I do think that she has the capacity and the drive to go a little bit deeper with her records. Because she showed us that. Like, when she did Traumazine, she went deeper with her records, like Flip Flop and Anxiety and things like that. Like, she showed us that she can go deeper. She even showed us that she can go deeper with Cobra. But a lot of people be saying that they want something like different from Meg, but when she gives them something different, they don't pay attention to it. Like, when she dropped Cobra, they didn't really pay attention to Cobra. But when she dropped his, they paid attention to it. So it's like, I feel like people really don't know exactly what it is that they want from Megan. That's what I take from the whole thing. But shout out to Megan for being number 15 on this list. I love Megan. 14 is Left Eye. Left Eye is probably one of the more underrated girls on here. I don't think that she gets the credit that she deserves either, because she was in a pop group. Left Eye, in my opinion, I feel like Left Eye never made her full potential. And I think that a lot of it is because she was in TLC and she was like this was like a pop group. And I don't really think that she really got the material to really showcase what she can really bring as a female rapper. And but that's just me. But she is one of the few girls that people can touch lyrically. She really got a pen on her, but I think because she was in TLC, it kind of stifled her as a rapper. And that's why she tried to get a lot of solo aspirations and things like that to really grow. So shout out to Left Eye for that, for being here. I appreciate that. Number 13 is Trina. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised to see Trina on this list and being as high as she was. But the truth of the matter is that if it wasn't for Trina, there wouldn't be no City Girls. There wouldn't be no Sexy Reds of the world. It wouldn't be any of that if it wasn't for Trina. For the most part, Trina has been one of those female rappers that don't really get their just due. They have always slept on Trina for the most part. I do know that Trina um Trina was more huge down south than anywhere else, but she was always one of the more consistent female rappers for a long time. Before there was even Nicki coming out, Trina was the only female rapper that was really releasing music still. And I see her for what she does, so shout out to Trina. Number 12 is the Brad. I love seeing the Brat get a little bit of love. I love seeing the Brat get some love right about now. In my eyes, the Brat is definitely one of the best female lyricists that have been out there, in my opinion. I really feel that way. Um, I don't think that she really gets her just due at all. I think the Brat is another person that's been slept on. I do think that the Brat is one of those people. I think the last album that the Brat released was in 2003, where she had that "I'm in Love with You" song, and then I don't really think nobody remembers that the last single she put out there, "Boom, I fucked your boyfriend, I fucked your man," all that other stuff. Um, Always been a great rapper, and on top of that, the Brat was the first to go platinum, the first solo female to go platinum, and nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever gives her just due for that. Like nobody ever brings her up. Like she literally made history with her Funkified album by going platinum. Because long before that, these other solo female rappers weren't going platinum. Let's be for real. As much as we give them all the praise, they were not going platinum and they were not selling millions of records like that. Queen Latifah, Black Rain was her first certified album, and the certification was gold. MC Light never went platinum from what I know. Roxanne Shante never went platinum from what I know. None of them went platinum. Nobody, no female rapper was going platinum until the Brat. So I'm gonna need for people to give Brat her things. I might do a video about how underrated she is, but I'm gonna need for people to give Brat her things. She was the first female rapper to go platinum, and I think that she deserves a whole lot more respect than she gets when it comes down to that. Okay, number 11 is Cardi B. I'm not surprised about Cardi B being this high up on the list. I'm not surprised. Cardi B came out the gate swinging. Um, Invasion of Privacy is probably one of the best rap albums to come out in the 2010s. Bodak Yellow is probably one of the biggest female rap records to come out in the 2010s. She came out at a time where it was really nobody else out there. Like, there was Nicki, there was, Dej Loaf here and there, Iggy Azalea here and there, Azalea Banks here and there. But there really wasn't nobody that really came in and stepped in and really gave Nicki a run for her money when it came down to success. The only person that was able to do that at one point was Cardi B. And it felt like once Cardi B came out, the doors were open for more female rap talent to come out. And I'm gonna give it, I can't take it from her. She really did a whole lot of great things when she came out. And I can definitely appreciate Cardi B. I do think that Cardi B is stifling herself by not releasing another album, but I personally ain't waiting for another one. So that's all I really got for that. Um Number 10 is Foxy Brown. And I must say that Foxy Brown's legacy is always being erased. Nobody ever gives her things at all. And I'm very happy to see Foxy Brown touch number 10 on this list. I'm very happy to see that. I think that she deserves to be in the top 10 of this list. Um, Something kind of tells me that she deserves to be just a tad bit higher on this list, if you ask me. But I'm glad that she is on this list. I'm glad that she is seeing the top 10. And I am very happy that Foxy is getting her things. Foxy is probably one of my favorites. If you have one of my favorite verses by Foxy Brown is a top two. And it's between the verse that she did on the Noriega and Capone record Bang Bang when she went at Lil Kim. That's one of my favorite verses. And another one of my favorite verses by Foxy Brown was definitely her verse in LL Cool J's I Shot You. One of my favorite verses. And she was out here like 16, 17, really rapping with the grown men, like really showing that she could rock it. So shout out to Foxy Brown. Number 9 is Eve. And let me tell y'all, I grew up loving Eve. When Eve first came out, I was literally in the 5th grade when Eve first came out with What Y'all Want, Got a Man, Love is Blind. She shaped my whole 5th grade year, okay? And Eve is underrated as well. And I was surprised to see her being in the top 10 of this list, but I do think that she deserves to be in the top 10 of this list. I think that Eve had the potential to be so much more than where she stopped it. You feel what I'm saying? Like Eve was on her second album, like she crossed over to pop. She went and got her own sitcom. Like Eve is one of the best. And I feel like Eve does not get the recognition that she deserves. Like she was definitely one of the premier female rap artists that came out in the late 1990s and the early 2000s. Like she was definitely that girl. And I don't know why people don't want to, give her the props for being that girl, but she was that girl. Okay. So I don't give a fuck. And Eve's one of my favorite songs by Eve is definitely Love is Blind. I don't know why Eve never got a Grammy nomination for Love is Blind. That's probably one of my favorite songs by Eve. I introduced my mom to that song when I was 10 years old because she was going through DV at the time. And Love is Blind was a staple in my house. Don't get me started. I don't even know you, but I hate you. See, all I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. How would you feel if she had you down and raped you? Tried and tried, but she never could escape you. She wasn't love, and I asked her how. I mean, why? What kind of love from a nigga would black your eye? What kind of love from a nigga every night make you cry? What kind of love from a nigga make you wish he would die? I mean, he bought you things and gave you diamond rings, but them things wasn't worth none of the pain that he brings, and you stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had a power to make you crawl for him. I thought you was a doctor, leave your call for him. Smacked you down because he said you was too tall for him. That wasn't love, baby girl. You was dreaming. I could have killed you when you said your seat was growing from his semen. Okay? She went off on that song. So shout out to Eve. Number 8, Roxanne Shante. Roxanne Shante was not liked by a lot of female rappers. She came into the game dissing people. She was one of the original dissing people. She came in dissing MC Light. She came in dissing Yo-Yo. She came in dissing Queen Latifah. She came in dissing all the girls. Okay, she came in dissing all the girls. Never was really a fan of Roxanne Shantae's music like that, but I can definitely give her things. Do I think that she should be in the top 10? I personally don't. Do I think she should be on the list? Absolutely. But I don't think she should be top 10 though. But I ain't never been like a Roxanne Shante fan like that. Never been. Never just seen it for her like that. Number 7, Salt and Pepper. One of the first female rap acts. I said one of the first, not the first, but one of the first female rap acts. Okay, like they were like a female run DMC. You feel what I'm saying? Female run DMC. Like they came into the game, like making it okay for women to be feminine and sexy. You feel what I'm saying? And one of my favorite records by them is None of Your Business. Okay. I just feel like if I want to take a guy home with me tonight, it's none of your damn business. Okay. Okay. Chocolate chip, honey dip. Let me get a scoop. Baby, take a ride in my coupe. You make me want to shoot. Okay. Number 6 is MC Light. I think that MC Light is right where she needs to be. MC Light is one of the best female rappers of all time. A lot of female rappers, when they would come out in the 90s, I think that they all said that MC Light was their inspiration. So shout out to MC Light for making this list and being so high up on the list. I think she deserves her thing. So shout out to Miss MC Light for that. And she's still around. She's one of your best, announcers at the games, at the BET Awards, and every other award show. Like MC Light got it down pat. So shout out to MC Light. Because and definitely MC Light was definitely the standard back in the gap. I definitely agree with that. So shout out to MC Light. I know that Missy Elliott said that MC Light was definitely one of her favorite rappers, and I can see that. Number 5, Queen Latifah. Queen La is right where she needs to be. Love Queen Latifah. She was one of the first, female rappers to talk about like DV and stuff like that. Like one of my favorite records from Queen Latifah is definitely UNITY. Like definitely UNITY. Y'all don't know how I could rap that shit. From top to motherfucking bottom, okay? Instinct leads me to another flow. Every time I hear a brother call a girl a bitch or a hoe, trying to make a sister feel low, all of that got to go. Now, everybody knows there's exceptions to this rule. Now, don't be getting mad when we playing is cool, but don't you be calling me out my name. I bring rap to those who disrespect me like a dame. That's why I'm talking. One day I was walking down the block, I had my cut off shorts on, right? Because it was crazy hot. I walked past these dudes when they passed me. One of them felt my booty. He was nasty. Okay. One of my favorite songs by Queen Latifah. Okay. Period. Number 4, Lil' Kim. I think Lil' Kim should be higher than number 4. At least number 2 or number 3. Lil' Kim should be higher than number 4. However, Lil' Kim changed the game in 96 when she came out with Hardcore. She definitely changed the game. And no matter how people try to diminish her legacy the way that they try to, she changed the motherfucking game. Period. There's nothing nobody can ever tell me about that. She changed the goddamn game for certain. If it wasn't for her, these women wouldn't even be able to be free with their sexuality. I think Hardcore is one of those influential female rap albums, okay? Don't take nothing for you to spin a little dough, okay? Queen Bitch is one of those records that would never get old to me. It's going to always be fresh no matter how old I am, okay? I'm 36. Hardcore came out when I was 7 years old. What did I know about Crush on You? I had no business listening to Crush on You, okay? When I was 7, I had the whole Ladies Night cassette single. Like, that's how much in tune I was with the rappers. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like Lil' Kim deserves to be higher than number 4. Like, she was the blueprint in the standard for a lot of these female rappers. And she was the blueprint in the standard for your favorite female rapper, which is Nicki Minaj. But a lot of y'all don't want to give that to Kim, but she definitely was. Okay? Definitely was. Anyway, moving on. Number 3 is Lauryn Hill. Now, I might make a couple of folks mad with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway, okay? I think that Lauryn Hill should be a little bit lower than number 3. I think that Lauren gets way too much, in my opinion. I think they give her a lot. I think that Lauren is teeter-tottering on being overrated for me. However, I do think that she's one of the best female lyricists that is out there. But I don't think that she made I she made impact with the Miseducation on Lauryn Hill, don't get me wrong. And it's one of my favorite albums of all time. But I feel like people put Lauren on this pedestal, and I think that she had so much more to prove, in my opinion. But that's me. That's me. That's my opinion. And that's how I feel. Number 2 is Missy Elliott. I definitely agree with her position. I definitely agree with Missy's position. Missy is one of the most creative female rappers of yesteryear and today. I think that she is her influences in some of these female rap girls, including your girl Nicki Minaj. I always said that when Nicki first came out, I saw a lot of Kim, a lot of Missy in her. So I feel like Missy is definitely where she needs to be. Number 2 is definitely the right position. Number 1 is Nicki Minaj, y'all. And I'm not no Nicki Minaj fanatic. I'm not no fan of hers like that these days, but you can't deny the impact and you can't deny what she brought to the table. She is one of them female rappers out there that, she gave a voice to female rappers when there wasn't a voice for them. There wasn't really any female rappers when she came out, and she did open doors, and I can give her that. I do feel like at the end of the day, her legacy gets tarnished by her crash outs, but I do think that Nicki deserves what she got as far as that number 1 position. I will give you that. So that's pretty much all that we got for the first story. I didn't realize it was going to take a huge chunk of my life, but it did. So let's go ahead and get into the stories that I actually had down. And that is Cash Doll baby daddy, Tracy T. He spoke on Cash Doll moving on with her life 8 months after their daughter was born. Okay. For what we know, Cash Doll is in her happy space. And Tracy T has been going online talking so much shit about Cash Doll every chance we get. So it's crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and get into what he got to say, because he's a crash out. But let's get into it.
And she's online, Papa.
Yeah.
Do you think all these antics are because she's hurt, or do you genuinely think she happily moved on? Because the pop out, the way she doing it,
of course, she got a baby 8 months.
Wow.
Like, what you mean? You out here happily? If that's what you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? More power to you. I don't hate you for what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their opinion on how anybody feel, but come on, man.
Right. Cash Doll ain't happily moved on yet.
I don't even know.
What's your gut feeling when you see all this online? Like, what you think?
I look at it like
living life as long as you lived it.
Like
how you looking at her when she do this shit online?
I be like, oh shit. If you going that far with it, it's real then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's real, but me personally, I don't do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't try to. You might people try to make somebody feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Make other people feel some kind of way, because I did. You feel me? And she felt some kind of way. So
when she's online, Papa,
of course she probably won't get back. You know what I'm saying? I might have did it first. She might have did it worse. It went public. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I might have been a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I got to take that chin, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Oh, you doing that? Okay, that's all good. But if you're doing to a certain extent, that mean that might be what you really want to do, and that's cool.
Right. So this new guy that she's dating, you knew about him before this, or this was some?
Hell no, I ain't know about ain't know about this. Like, what the fuck? Hell no, I ain't know about no. I wouldn't been in a relationship if involved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you seen this picture, what's the first thing that came to Tracy T mind when he see the picture of Cash Doll in this new?
See, I'm gonna tell you, I was already up on it. Come on, man.
You gotta tell this story.
I was already up on shit, man. You ain't just slide at me and think I told her, but she know I know. You feel me? So it's like, come on, I'm up on shit.
How'd you find out?
Man, come
Keep
on.
it
I
100.
can't give you all my shit.
No.
Come on, bro. Of course, she probably won't get back. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta keep it all the way 100. This is a safe space.
I'm saying, look, if these your folks, you're gonna be on point by every movement they making, right?
Right.
If y'all been together and y'all around that long and got all this established, you mean tell me you ain't gonna know what's going on with your folks?
Right.
Yeah. So when we're going through what we're going through, I'm just people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't slow.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hold up. The energy a little different this time.
Huh? Yeah. Now it ain't even energy, it's just me knowing what I know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no fool.
Yeah.
You feel me? I been out here. I ain't no nigga none of this shit.
Yeah. So, you said you was like, I probably done did it first. She probably done did it worse.
Yeah.
So you were cheating on her. Like that's what
I ain't even gonna say cheating. I'm gonna tell you, we just in a bad spot, man. We was in a rough place. She needed me and I needed her, and I felt like now one of us was there for each other.
So this is y'all was going through something at the time.
We was just going through something.
Y'all wasn't. So when you we gotta keep it all the way 100. This just stepped out. Y'all wasn't officially together at that time.
When I stepped out, we weren't officially together.
Yeah. We gotta take accountability on this show.
I ain't gonna lie. Like early, far as me, I told her I should have been like, you know what I'm saying, instead of going the other way, I should have went back our way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you started trying to go back your way and trying to fix the other acting like they don't want to fix, don't tell me I should have came back when you acting a certain way. Like what the supposed to do? Just keep trying and be done drowned in my own problems, you feel me?
Right.
Like, nah, I'm like, I gotta live life too, regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause everybody gonna live their life when it's all said and done.
But how are you now though? Like seriously though, it's like it's we gonna be tough, but it's like man to man. How do you feel?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real, right?
Yeah.
Like, I done growed up and I changed a lot from this relationship. Like,
stepped out, y'all wasn't officially together at that time.
When I stepped out, we weren't officially together.
Yeah. We gotta take accountability.
You know what I'm saying? During this relationship, I changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Learned a lot. She taught me a lot as far as being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. But it's like anybody who go through something in a breakup, they gonna feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anybody who go through something gonna feel some kind of way. Then it's my baby. I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we built something. You know what I'm saying? We built the foundation. So it's like when that foundation ain't there, it's like everything else in the air.
Right.
Even on her side, she like might play that role and kick that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody feels some kind of way. You feel me?
No, for sure, man.
Yeah, so far as how I feel, I'm like, of course I feel some kind of way. Of course I don't like this shit. You know what I'm saying? World keeps spinning though. You can't live in your you can't live in no problems. You gotta keep moving. That's the only way you can keep going up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? During this relationship, I changed a lot.
All I'ma say is this. You cheated on that girl and she got up and went the hell on. Like that's what happened. Like you cheated on that girl. And there's really nothing else that can be said about that. Like you did that shit. And you've been crashing out ever since she popped out with her nigga. And that's the truth. You have crashed out ever since. And it's like you one of them niggas that can't take it when someone pulls a you on you. You thought that she was gonna be crying over your ass for the rest of her life, and she wasn't. And I don't even see what she saw in your ass anyway, to be honest. You ain't cute. You sound like a damn cartoon villain when you talk. I don't know and don't get it and don't understand. But shout out to Cash Doll for moving forward and moving on in her damn life. Cause at least she knows that she deserved better and she got better. And that's it. We can move on to the next because I'm trying to keep this at an hour at this point. Let me see what we got next here. Okay. The never-ending feud with these two, Momma Dee and D and Bambi. Here's my thing. I am tired, and I do mean I am tired. I am tired of Momma Dee and Bambi. I'm tired of them. But to be quite honest, I'm tired of Momma Dee. Cause Momma Dee really keeps this shit going. If you ask me, she keeps the shit going. It ain't even Bambi that keeps it going. It's really Momma Dee. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this because I'm like, girl, Momma Dee, get your ass on. But let's listen to what she got to say, y'all. Let's take a listen again, child.
You got women that got babies by men They don't even care if they ate today. They don't give a if they got clean clothes. But y'all will go in on my son. Listen to this bad seed bitch Bambi, right? I'm gonna say this to her ass, and then judge Scrappy. Right? This shit. Stop doing that because y'all know, you got men that don't even care about their kids, don't even get their kids, but y'all will come for my son, and he have them 90% of the time. Y'all see that bitch posting? You see she ain't with no kids. Cause he got them. He's an overtime dad. My kids are a paycheck to her, and that's it. So if she hear that I'm saying this, now she gonna post something with the kids because she gotta suffice for what I just said. Then take her for it. But y'all that stupid, go ahead. Scrappy got them kids. He always got the kids. This bitch parlaying, living her life where she should. And she better. Coming from another black woman, she better. But he got the kids. She ain't got them. She don't have them. He always have them. Ain't that something? Woo! But yet y'all come judging him. And y'all know this niggas out there got kids by women and don't care if they ate today. Don't know what they got on today or tomorrow. Okay? But y'all will fucking come for Scrappy. Y'all can't see. And I'm tired of explaining. Scrappy tired of explaining. Y'all don't see it. She'll never have them. And because she'll see my post, she'll take a picture with them or do a video. I got my no. You're doing that to clean it up, boo. Not because that's what's your reality in your life. You're cleaning up and coming behind me. Yeah, you better see it, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you something. Be careful. Be careful who you make a decision on. Yeah, you better see that for who she is, and she ain't shit. Momma Dee said that. Fuck y'all. Y'all come against the throne of grace. Y'all don't give a damn. I don't, because that's not what's real. I ain't telling you what's going on. My grandkids is a check to her. And a lot of these women have been by NBAs, NFL players, and they think that bitch down for me. So she ain't. She trying to have that kid, so she don't have to work. We got a kid here unattended. Where the mama? Where the mama's at? Yeah. That mama. Who the mama? I'm finna check you. Come here. No. Don't you ever leave your child unattended like that. That was too. No. That was too a far stretch. Okay, where you at? Okay, but it's none of my business. But he was left by himself. Is all I can see. You can check me, but the world just saw him in a distress. Cause you don't know who you fucking with. No, you don't. You better walk off. You safe for walking off. You better get this bitch. Bitch, you was goddamn 10 feet. You weren't even 10 feet of your child. Nowhere near him. And it just tried to check me, y'all. I told her to walk the fuck off before I drag her. To her husband. You and your husband can get it. You and your husband can get it. Bitch, come back for some more. No, that bitch then. Y'all seen it. When nobody knew this kid walking around looking up in the air, where somebody. They said, no, my husband. Now, where you and your husband? Because in 50 feet, y'all went around. A kid unattended. I'm a black woman. You know, we care about our kids. We don't play that. Black women, we don't play that. No, they can. I said, you don't know who you fucking with. And I showed it. And I'm on live. Don't play with me. I ain't what you want, Resfucia. The child was unattended, and that's all I know. You had to catch up to your child. You weren't with him. Don't play with me. He always had the kids. But if she saw my live right now, she'll go and take pictures with him just to try to make me look bad that I'm lying. But I'm not lying. She's never with the kids. And even when she's in Atlanta, she got people over her house that got the kids. I mean, Breland had a temperature 104, and that was at Rashida place in the meeting eating. Yes, because I got a phone call. Yo, Future, that's before they got a divorce, right? For divorce 2 years ago. Your ex, soon to be ex-in-law in Rashida and Kirk place, eating. But Breland had a fever. Let me tell you something. If my kids was sick, I couldn't move. Do you hear me? I'm telling y'all who y'all fucking with. All that parlaying, keep buying into that bull. That bitch for show. She is only for show. Trust me. And she bought her money, which I don't blame her. But bitch, you don't love them kids. Oh, fuck her. I don't play with that. I'm not playing with this because I know some truths I ain't told y'all. Scrappy knows some in that to federal prison, but he won't tell me because he know I go to drinking and I'll tell some. So, But that bitch keep coming. Scrappy gonna snap and he ain't gonna tell the federal people, and they gonna come knock at her fucking door and the money, and then you fucking with. They own 8 houses in his ex-girlfriend name, and while he was selling drugs. Y'all know Momma Dee sold drugs too, but I tell it. You know Momma Dee will tell it. Bitch, don't come for me, bitch. You had all 3 of my kids on Medicaid, but I'll tell it. I call the government. You owe them a lot. Don't play with me. Yeah, just sip my drink up. You know, I tell it, because I ain't no liar. I'm not gonna lie. I told Scrappy, the kids were mean to money. She don't want to be a mother. She don't want to be a mother. She want the money. Yeah. You got women that got babies by men. They don't even care if they ate today.
I just feel like Momma Dee is obsessed with Bambi. That's the only thing that I could say about it. I think that Momma Dee is obsessed with Bambi. Because Momma Dee speaks on Bambi way more than Bambi speaks on Momma Dee. Scrappy speaks on Bambi way more than Bambi speaks on Scrappy. Erica Dixon speaks on Bambi way more than Bambi speaks on Erica Dixon. And the fact of the matter is, she's the one that gets dragged by everybody, but everybody got a problem with Bambi, but everybody be talking about her all the time. Like, and I can assure you, and I know this, Bambi ain't perfect. We know that. We know she's not. We know Bambi ain't perfect in the least bit. But my thing is this: why y'all so bothered by Bambi? Why y'all so pressed by her? Especially Momma Dee. Because Momma Dee stay on the internet talking about that lady. Always on live talking about that lady. Shouldn't you be somewhere trying to make you another R&B classic somewhere? You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all are ridiculous. All y'all do is hate on that girl, like literally all the time. And it is mind-boggling to me why y'all hate her so much. And it be mind-boggling to me when I see the public always dragging Bambi when she's the one that's constantly getting talked about by these folks. She don't be saying nothing about these folks. They be talking about her. You feel what I'm saying? They always got something to say about her. And Momma Dee should be tired. She is literally obsessed. She's treating Bambi the same way that she treated Diamond. She's treating Bambi the same way that she treated Erica Dixon. And to think that Diamond and Erica Dixon is so cool with her only because she don't fuck with Bambi and shit like that. That shit crazy. But to each his own. Momma Dee, girl, get your life. Next up is Bow Wow and Omarion, a beef that I didn't know nothing about. We're going to go ahead and get into what Bow Wow had to say about his beef with Omarion, and I'll be back.
You try to be the bigger person and try to rap, but you get no response. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, okay, well, we're gonna leave it right here then. You know what I mean? And let's just, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, and we just gonna keep the peace. But it's definitely not no beef. Like we in the same buildings. Like we pass each other in arenas. We might not speak because beef is if I see you at any place in time, it's own site. That ain't what it is with us. It's just more of a, we've been through this thing for so long that where we at, he's 40. The best revenge sometimes is time. You ain't even got to do much. That's why I said in the tweet, we don't have to talk. You know what I mean? It's just time for us to hit the stage and we'll leave it on the stage. You try to be the big.
Okay, so that's Bow Wow and Omarion, and Bow Wow was basically saying they've been at it for quite some time now. They've been going through some shit with each other in a friendship for quite some time now, and he said that it ain't no beef. It's just that we ain't fucking with each other. And that's just it. And I agree. I agree. Just because we're not cool or we're not friends, that don't mean we got to be beefing. It's a simple, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. We can move forward. Like, it ain't really nothing to be talking about. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, you go your way, I go mine. We can perform for the people on the stage when we go on tour together. And that's it. I ain't gotta fuck with you to make a coin. I ain't gotta fuck with you to do none of that. You know, I ain't gotta be beefing with you either. I ain't gotta be doing none of that. I can see you and not see you, and it's okay. Everybody knows how I am, and I stand firm on that. I can see you and not see you. I'm the type of boy, I'm the type of nigga like this. When I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Okay? I don't fuck with you. I don't see you. I don't think about you. You dead to me. I don't speak on you. Unless you speak on me, that's when I'm going to say something about you. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to pay your ass either way. So it's just that simple. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. I'm good with you not fucking with me. That's good. I'm fine with this shit, bruh. I'm fine with you not fucking with me. But all I'm saying is this. You go over there, and I'm going to be over here. I could be in the same room with a motherfucker I don't fuck with all day, sipping on a drink, not saying nothing, singing the songs that come on in the club. I'm going to do that this weekend when I go see Josiah for his birthday. It's a certain motherfucker in his circle that I don't fuck with. And I'm going to be right there. Like, going to have me a good time with my best friend. I don't give a fuck who's around, okay? So it's just that simple. It's just that simple. When I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. But I'm starting to believe that Omarion is the problem. Because a lot of people were fooled by that damn unbothered shit that he used to portray. I think that he's the problem. I think that he's an issue. I think that he is a mother. He's a Scorpio, and you know how they can be. He's the problem. That's why B2K can never get back together. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Omarion ain't shit. He been not being shit. And people always thought J Boog and Fizz and everybody was just hating on poor little Omarion. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never thought it. I ain't never believed it. I promise you, I never have. He's the fucking problem. Okay. But we're gonna move on to the next one. And that is Dr. Heavenly in Kenya. Okay. Now, Dr. Heavenly was on her YouTube page. And she had some things to say about the way that Bravo handled the Kenya Moore situation. And we're about to go ahead and get into what she said. And I'll be back, as you all know.
But then don't listen to me because I can see shit that Kenya did wrong. So don't listen to me because I'm the wrong bitch to listen to. So because I still to this day that was iconic, but I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Don't quote me on that one. Don't at me. Okay? But I just felt like, I be feeling like if it was so wrong, don't show it. That's my thought. But anyway, who am I? Who am I? I'm saying, but then don't listen to me because I can see shit that Kenya did wrong. So don't listen to me because I'm the wrong bitch to listen to. So because I still to this day that was iconic, but I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Don't quote me on that one. Don't at me. Okay? But I just felt like, I be feeling like if it was so wrong, don't show it. That's my thought. But anyway, who am I? Who am I? I'm saying,
But here's my thing with this Kenya situation. Here's the thing, y'all. And some of y'all gonna get mad with me. And some of y'all know I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna say it because I'm sick of the shit. I'm sick of it. For the last 2 videos of mine, when I was talking about this Kenya Moore situation, people want to get so mad because you holding Kenya accountable. They want to get so mad. Well, what about Brit? What about Brit? Bitch, I called Brit out for all her shit all last week. It's Kenya's turn. Both of them were wrong. What do you expect for me to say? And my thing is this. It's a lot of shit that they air, that they say that they don't condone, that they still air. So why are we acting all surprised and shit? I don't condone, Bravo does not condone violence, but you show Portia dragging Kenya by her hair. Bravo, we don't condone violence, but you show Danielle slapped the shit out of Jennifer Aiden with that damn glass on New Jersey. we don't condone slanderous things, but you showed Portia saying that Candy was trying to they showed it because they knew y'all was gonna tune in for it. So I just feel like it's just certain things that I would never do, and some stuff that I would never go up for. But I mean, if they did, and let's be clear, if they didn't show it, y'all would have an issue with that too. Let's be real. Y'all tell me, oh, it was so bad. How come y'all still showed it? But girl, at the end of the day, if they didn't show it, y'all was gonna be mad about it. Let's be clear. Oh, wait a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I can't do my shimmy like him. Dun, dun. Let's clean it up. Dun, dun, dun. Just clean it up. Woo! Just cleaning up. Dun, dun. Cleaning up. But I'm just saying though, like, let's be for real. Like, no matter who the fuck did it, it was wrong. So let's not act like it wasn't wrong. You can like Kenya all day. You can fuck with Kenya all day. But when it all boiled down to it, she was fucking wrong. Just like Britt was wrong. Like, y'all not finna sit up here and tell me how I'm supposed to call a motherfucker out now. I've been calling out Britt from the very beginning. And now that once I saw what happened with Kenya, I could say that she was wrong. But at the end of the day, for me, it's like this. She was wrong, and that's just that. But I was definitely Team Kenya I'm still Team Kenya when it comes down to her beef with Britt, because I feel like the beef with Britt is not even that fucking deep. Like, what are we doing? Like, what was the point of that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of you starting shit with Kenya in the first place? And I'm still gonna stand by what I said. Kenya had the right to respond, but she could have responded in many different ways. But before we get to the last part, since James is in here, let me put this up.
Just cleaning up. Just cleaning up. What you doing? Just cleaning up. A Merry Christmas, just cleaning up. Happy holidays, cleaning up. Just cleaning up. Grab y'all some eggnog or something. A shot. Something to drink. Something to eat.
I had to. I'm sorry, but I had to. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get to the last part of the show tonight, and that is Keri Hilson. Now, Keri Hilson did an interview with The Breakfast Club earlier today, okay, and it's been making waves, as I knew that it would. And she discussed the situation that happened with Beyonce and the whole diss that she did to Beyonce. And, you know, everybody been talking about it. So she revealed that she was forced to do the diss record. So we're going to get into that now. And then we're going to talk about it after the fact, because there was more that was revealed. So let's get into Keri Hilson. Let's talk about it.
It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. Mm-hmm. He had produced the record, and I wasn't, because I was on tour with Lil Wayne. I wasn't able to like lay anything down. He had been on me for a couple of weeks about we need to do a remix. It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's okay. So I take off. It wasn't happening quick enough for him. I take off. We fly in. And he had another writer in our camp at the time. He had her write this. So he played it for me. Like, this is the remix. Because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to turn me on. Like, the whole time I had been writing concepts. Like, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse. And I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it. And I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there. But I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful. You know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. Okay, so involving others and kind of threatening my career in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight, but I was in tears. I was crying. I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
And for people that don't know, you were signed to Polo.
I was signed to Polo and Timbaland.
Correct.
Yep. In a joint venture at Interscope Records.
Yep.
And I was young. I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice. But I did record my version, which had nothing like that in it. It was on subject. The song is about men. And it leaked like days after I did it, but he promised me that wouldn't happen. So it leaked. And that was that. And I protected him. I protected the girl that wrote it, who went on to become famous. I protected everyone in the story. So I had to eat that. I had to, involving others and kind of threatening my career in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet.
Trying to find a message, just something on my chest that I need to get out. Cause you're turning me out. Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best. You can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left, She need to go have some babies, she need to sit down, she fading the mother. Trying to find a message, just something on my chest. The chick ain't even worth my time to talk about. Been had dollars, boy, don't get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me line. I ain't turning it off, I'm stay turning it on. Go ahead and tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs. I've been putting you out. The chicks ain't even worth my time to just check the credits. And if you want me, you can find me indicator. Cause you're turning me out. Just check.
Okay, so that was what Keri Hilson had to say in regards to the situation at hand. And of course, you heard some of the record that was being played. Now, after it came out that she didn't write that or whatever, people were saying that Ester Dean was the writer. That's what it came out to be. It came out that people were saying that Ester Dean was the writer. And then that's when Ester Dean came out and said, indeed, it was a hit. Okay. So after she did that, Ester Dean was like, she made this apology, I guess. And she said, I submitted a lot of verses for that remix and one got picked. It was co-written with Keri. Looking back, it was childish and it didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I worked with and supported many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part in it, and growth is real, and so is this apology. Now, that's what Ester Dean said. Ester Dean apologized to Keri. So after that came out, I want to say Keri responded. So Keri responded and said, Dean, I personally don't think that this is our fight to have. I respected you on this matter for 16 years and attempted to do that again yesterday while finally expressing the truth when asked. But since you're coming to clear the table, let's be clear. You used the word co-wrote. I rewrote 3 lines in your verse, which was the only battle I won in the whole matter. But you weren't there when all this was going down and we didn't write it together. These lines are mine. Been getting dollars, boy. Go and get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me line up. the softest section, lines about a boy, because not only did I strongly agree with the unnecessary hateful sentiments towards other women, I've never been a fan of the publicity stunt method. I also argued in my trails of attempts that this verse isn't even on subject with the original song, which is how I got those 3 lines on the remix. They were taken from ideas and lines in my phone that I mentioned in the full interview. You chose to stay quiet for 16 years, but coming out only now when you felt a portion of the heat I've gotten all this time, I really wasn't going to discuss this anymore. But in that interview, we talked about the backlash of not speaking up for myself. So I just want to clear the air respectfully. For those who only watch the clip, I suggest you watch the full interview. Love. So that was Keri Hilson and Ester Dean. Now, I'm going to say this. It was kind of foul and it was kind of fucked up that Keri went through all that shit when that remix came out. It was unwarranted and unnecessary, and she got drugged for that shit. And we all know that she did, and to this day, she's still getting dragged for the shit. But I'm going to tell you like this. They ain't never stopped me from listening to Keri Hilson. I was still listening to fucking Keri Hilson. I was still listening to No Boys Allowed and all that other shit. And I was just listening to In the Perfect World early today. I don't give a fuck. I was still listening to Keri. So that's why it was like, no. But I feel like it is foul for Ester Dean to now want to come out and want to apologize and shit after you allowed her to take all the heat while she was sitting out here depressed for the last 10 years and shit like that. Yo, quick weed wearing ass was out here writing all these hit records for everybody and getting your shit done while she was getting drugged for filth. And there are people that still hold it against Keri. But I just feel like at the end of the day, it's crazy. And it's unfortunate that she still has to deal with that bullshit. Hold on. Hey, Lyric. But it's crazy because I don't understand why they felt like they needed to let her. Like, that girl went through a lot of shit. I felt bad for Keri. Real shit. I felt bad for Keri Hilson. Because I felt like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's some people that be doing way worse and have said worse, and y'all go up for it. But I'm glad that Keri is back doing her thing. I do think that she do got some issues with her, and she do got some shit with her, to be quite honest. I do believe that. I ain't gonna take that from her either. She do got some shit with her. But who don't? I got some shit with me. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like they did her wrong. And Keri told this story about 5 years ago that that wasn't hers. She didn't write that. So it is what it is. But Keri, that I hope you learn your lesson to not do shit just because a bitch told you to. And that's all I gotta say about that. But y'all, we're about to go on and get up out of here. Team Keri. We're about to go on and get up out of here because I need to be going to sleep because I got work in the morning. Tomorrow, my last day of work before I go to Houston for Josiah's birthday party. But I'm going to holler at y'all later, and I want you guys to support my 2 friends that I'm about to promote at the end of this video. Bye, y'all.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? D and Bambi made you change your name. I just want you. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit like bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin. Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fatter.